Welcome back to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy bringing you another video. And today's video is going to be a 1 month haul. What in the world have I added to my collection over the last month? It's actually probably been 5 or 6 weeks. And in this video, it's not even going to include all the items I've received. I have so many items I've received. I've got to break this into two. So I'm going to push some into next month's monthly haul video. And there's also some items that are being sent off to be graded that won't be included in any of these videos until we get them back from CAS, and then they'll just be part of the CAS unboxing. Speaking of which, I just came out with the CAS unboxing, a giant one. It had all kinds of bootlegs with Russian ones, Polish, Mexican bootlegs, little leddies. Everything was in that video. The thumbnail's right here. Go ahead and check that video out if you haven't already seen it. We also have a video I'm going to be working on later today that'll come out next Sunday. And that is going to be a tutorial on CGC, how to set up an account, what to do with your raw comics to get them cleaned and sent off to be graded. It's the very first time I've ever done it. We videotaped a lot of it. I've got all these comics back, and we're going to do a box opening, take a look at them, compile that whole video. That's coming out next Sunday. If you're not into comics, it's still going to be entertaining. It's Star Wars items. You'll love it. And make sure you check that video out as well. There's going to be another CAS unboxing. I've got a bunch of items, maybe 20, 25 items that are coming back from CAS right now. They're in the mail, and I will have those. They'll be out in 2 Sundays. And that video is going to have, again, some incredible items. Some items you've probably never even seen. And they're graded, and that's going to be an awesome video. And then we'll start doing some collection reviews. I'll start focusing on a figure or two, show every single variant and item that I have for that figure, like I've done with the Darth Vader video, the Bossk video, the Chewbacca video. So lots of videos that I've already come out with, and we're just going to continue that run of videos until we've exhausted my entire collection, if that's even possible. And don't forget to watch all of my eBay Star Wars listings videos. Here's the most recent one, the thumbnail there. This is where I go over all of my eBay sales that end on Sundays. I have auctions that are 7-day auctions. They start on a Sunday, they end on a Sunday, then the next group starts again on Sunday, ends on Sunday. And that's where you can get shout outs for making purchases with me on those items. They're all vintage Star Wars listings. And we go over it. We go talk about the market. And you get some price points on loose, complete action figures. And sometimes there's vehicles and there's play sets and all that good stuff. So make sure you check those videos out. They happen every single week, and they come out on Wednesdays. Got a new shirt. Who's your daddy? That's my catchphrase. And I found this online. It says breaking news. Yeah, breaking news, Luke. Who's your daddy? It's Darth Vader. And I got a bunch of other new shirts too, so we'll be debuting those as I keep making these videos. I love getting all these Star Wars shirts, and it's I think it's a write-off. If you could, since you're already have your hand on your phone, or you got your hand on the remote because you're thinking about switching to a different YouTube account, don't do that. If you could, before you leave, let's first see what in the world I've got, because these are incredible items. But if you could, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. I would really appreciate it. It shows me tons of support. It tells Google and YouTube to send other people that have not found me to me so we can build this community. I really appreciate all the support. And enough of all this talking. Let's get into all of these items. Okay, let's start off with some odds and ends. I've got these two Disney Infinity Star Wars figures. We got Darth Maul. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. This was a video game. These are like add-ons. You'd put these characters on this little pedestal thing, and then it would zap them into the video game that you were playing. And my son loved this game. And we had, I think, every single character that Disney Infinity even came out with. There was tons of them, and they were everywhere. We had this giant box that was filled with them. Once you put them on the pedestal, they were now in the game permanently, but if you wanted to quickly switch from characters, you could just then swap out these figures here, and it would change it right on the game for you instead of having to go to the menu and then try to figure out which character you want to switch to. So it's kind of a fun, interactive way to do it. Plus, you got these little action figures. And when they got shipped over to me, and I got them super cheap. I think I got them for like $5. They shipped over to me. They fell right off of their card backs. And so they're now opened up. But I'm just going to, I don't even know what I'm going to do with these things. I might just break them out and, well, they're already broken out, but I might pull them out completely and just put them up on a tabletop somewhere just to remember my son and loving this game. Okay, some more odds and ends. I picked up these X-Files figures. I don't even know who makes these. Who made these things? Oh, McFarlane Toys. So McFarlane Toys made these, and I loved X-Files growing up. I didn't miss a single episode. I've got it all digital, every single episode. I got the movies as well, and one of my favorite shows growing up and currently. And I thought these figures were pretty awesome with the big giant aliens on them. Here's the backs, if we can take a look at those. And a bunch of other figures that were available. Well, I guess there's actually not that many. It looks like there's a few. So a few other options. And yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to put these either. They got them for super cheap. I got them for like $10. So pretty good deal for 2 X-Files figures. All right, underneath my Millennium Falcon to my right that you cannot see, I've got 2 loose Porgs. And these are graded ones, still in the box. It's a tiny little box here for the grading. Got a 9.0 by AFA 2018 Hasbro Star Wars Black Series 2-pack Porgs. And the only reason I bought this is because I got it super cheap. I think it was like $20. So the grading costs were, it probably ended up being 3 times what this thing sold for. But got it for $20. Like, oh, God, I can't say no to that. So I purchased it. We've got a vintage collection, and we got a Lobot, a 2002 Hasbro Star Wars Vintage Collection Lobot. This is your VC223 figure. And look at this Lobot. Look how, well, his shirt looks way more piratey with this VC collection guy. But love the card art, love the stormtroopers in the background. Again, only reason I picked this up is I got it for cheap. I think it was maybe $40 or $36. So you can't say no to that with a figure like this, even if it is a Lobot. And so pick that one up. All right, let's get into some vintage stuff. We've got a T-Bow, and this is graded AFA 80. It's got a yellowed blister. This is the Canada release. And it is a 77 back A. The card got an 80, blister 80, figure 80. So straight 80s for this awesome T-Bow. And here's the back. It's got what would that be? French. So it's got some French writing on there. And that's how we know it's a Canadian. And where does it say it was made? This was made in, well, it says Kenner, Canada. And that's it, Kenner, Canada. I don't even see it saying anything else. Yeah. So awesome. If you've been watching my videos, you'll see a lot of mint on cards start to trickle into my collection. The loose graded, still bringing those in with all my CAS unboxings that you'll see. But picking up a lot more mint on cards and sending more mint on cards to be graded. All right. So we just had a Canada released figure, mint on card with a T-Bow. And now we're going to have a Spanish released Walrus Man. And we go down here to the grade. We've got 1983 Return of the Jedi 77 back A Walrus Man made in Spain. We got a card 80, blister 85, figure 85. And unfortunately, that card kept the score down to an 80. And here's the back of the card. And if we can see right down here, we got the made in Spain. So we got a PBP figure inside of the blister there. And we can't see the back of the leg to confirm all that stuff. It's hard to see the the blaster there, but super awesome figure. Got a great deal on this one. And I got it from 5 Idiots Talking Toys, and then it was sent off to be graded. So, awesome item. Thanks, guys. Another item that I've picked up from Rogue 5 Toys sales page, which is the 5 Idiots Talking Toys, is this Star Wars carded Stormtrooper. And I know, let's take a look at the grade. Oh my gosh, it's a 30. We've got a 1978 Kenner Star Wars 20-back H Stormtrooper rectangle extended sticker. Extension sticker? Well, we'll figure out what that is when we look on the back. It's got the Boba Fett offer sticker there. It's got a Toys R Us sticker up here, but we've got a big ding out of it right here where someone took that proof of purchase off, and then someone sent this off to be graded. This is an extremely hard card to get as is. So the offer extended is right here for Boba Fett. I understand we've got a big damage piece right here, and that's what made the grade be a 30. Otherwise, I mean, it's a clear blister. It's a super nice figure. It would have probably got a pretty nice grade of an 80 or higher on this figure if this hadn't happened. And it's a super expensive figure. So I got a really good deal on this, and it gives me something to talk about. It's a little bit different, right? So instead of just having the normal carded figures like I've been showing, this has a little bit of conversation piece that goes along with it. And it's an awesome card. It's an awesome figure. This is my favorite figure growing up. I destroyed all of my Stormtroopers. Not physically, just by playing with them so much. Their limbs were more loose than C-3PO's, and they were all covered in dirt and whatever else was I was playing outside. So I love adding this to my collection. All right, still with vintage. We've got a Klaatu, and this is a UKG graded figure. It is a 79 back A. We've got a yellowed 75%. The card's a 75%. The blister's an 80, and the figure is an 80. We got a little bit of damage here on the hang tab. There's just a little bit of a crease there. But otherwise, this figure, super nice. Looks good. Yes, it's got the yellowed blister, but that's what helps keep these mint on card figures, their prices down to be affordable. If they're all clear blisters, they go for a ton of money. And so this is more an affordable piece. And that's why I've been picking up a lot of these yellow blistered graded figures, because I don't care. They look awesome up on the wall. Another item that I picked up from Rogue 5 Toys and 5 Idiots Talking Toys from Chris is this Lumat. And it is a UKG graded yellow 75%. It's a Kenner 92 back A. We got a card 75%, blister 85%, figure 80% with the collector's coin. Power of the Force. Look at this card. It's awesome. Love having the coin and Lumat there. And again, this was a steal. For whatever reason, nobody wanted to pick this item up at the steal price that it was. Then I think there was a Sunday steal, which is something they do on the sales page on Sundays for items that just haven't been claimed yet. They add discounts to them for the Sunday steal, and I picked this item up at an even cheaper price when it was already priced super cheap. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can't wait to put this up on the wall. All right, we've got a Monopoly game that's sealed from episode 1. I picked up this big lot of like board games, Star Wars board games that were all sealed, and I just thought it was cool, and it went for such a cheap price. I assume that the shipping to get these heavy games over to me probably cost the seller as much as the entire listing went for. Super cheap price, but I think it's just pretty cool. Love all these little figures that I can use, and I probably will at some point open this up and play it with my family. If my son will actually do that, he says he's only into girls and lifting weights, so I have to be proud of him. I can't blame him for that, but maybe he'll spare 20 minutes and play a Star Wars board game with his dad. And on a previous video, I showed the Phantom Menace movie review and toy review, and I showed that I had the pod racers loose, and in that video I realized that Sebulba's was missing the little lightning piece that goes between the engines, and that frustrated me, and so I decided I was going to go get them complete, and I got them sealed in boxes. And so I picked up the Sebulba Pod Racer, Anakin's Pod Racer, got these for like 35 bucks a piece. Pretty good deal. And so now I've got something that looks a little bit nicer because the other ones were just loose, kind of sitting there on a tabletop. And now I can have something that can stack and just look nicer up against the wall. But love these guys. And for the price that I got them for, there are so many of these up for sale that are incomplete. They're missing these little lightning bolts that go across, kind of like my Sebulba's up there. I did have this one for Anakin. Anakin's was complete, but a lot of these are missing, and people are selling these things for $50 to $100, missing these pieces, and you can get them in the box for $30 to $50. So crazy people on eBay thinking that they have won the lottery when they find anything Star Wars, and they list them as such. But added these to my collection. Happy to get them. If you've watched my past mail haul videos, you've seen that I've been collecting all the old consoles for video games, and I just picked this one up. I actually have a whole bunch more. I'm trying to get a whole run of them for the main ones that I ever played growing up or that I had. And I got the Nintendo Action Set Entertainment System. It's all complete. It includes the gun. It includes 2 controllers. Everything works. It includes the Mario Brothers game. And just a lot of nostalgia here. Takes me back. And this is not cheap, but it was not super expensive. We got a big ding here on the box. But incredible item, and love adding that over into my video game entertainment area that I have that is behind me. And there'll be more to come. We're going to see, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 other consoles that I have not shown yet. So those will be added to future videos. If you saw my Ghostbuster video, which we'll put up a thumbnail so you can see all that stuff, I had a loose Slimer, but I had a graded Ecto-1 vehicle and a bunch of other figures, and found this from a UK seller. It's a graded Slimer, loose graded. It's an 85%. It's a Series 1 Green Ghost. They don't even call him Slimer on the label. It just says Green Ghost from 1986 Kenner. Comes with the pizza pieces here that I did not have in my loose collection. But look at this guy. How cool is this? I'm trying to remember, there was something else that was also graded when this was up for sale, and I was trying to win both of them. Maybe it was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was graded too. He went for more than I was willing to pay, but then I was able to steal this guy. Got him for a really good price, and I'm going to add that over to my little Ghostbuster collection. And last but not least for this video, I picked up, for probably the 4th or 5th time, an A-Wing vehicle from 1985. Here it all is. And it's complete. It's got the battery cover, which is missing a lot. The only issue with this entire figure is this guy is loose. It doesn't lock back up in place. Probably something all I need to do is just take a look up there, undo some of these screws, take a look. I haven't checked the battery yet. It's clean in here. Just haven't put batteries in it to check to see if the sounds work. But awesome item. And I bought this in a lot of other play sets and vehicles for like $500 was the total price for that lot. I had some of the missing pieces, that there were some missing pieces for like a play set or whatever. I then turned around and sold all the other items. I made $800 on selling those other items, and got this guy for free. So, this is a $400 to $500 vehicle by itself, and I just got it for free from doing all my eBay sales and finding a good deal on something and selling off all the other parts and keeping the thing I wanted. So awesome to add this into my collection for free. Okay, we did it. Those are the updates to May for my monthly haul of items that I'm adding to my collection. We had episode 1 items, we had board games, we had vehicles, we had loose graded, we had mint on card graded, we had X-Files figures and video game stuff, kind of a full gamut of items. And the same thing is going to happen for next month. I'm looking at the items right now. They're all stacked up right over here underneath my Star Wars virtual pinball game. And we're going to have a ton of items to go over there. And man, I don't know where all this stuff is going, but I've said a million times, on that wall that's on the opposite side, I'm going to start putting up some acrylic shelving and find places for all of these items and fill up that entire wall. Again, make sure to look forward to the videos that are upcoming. We've got the CGC video I'm going to start working on right after I'm making this video. That'll be coming out next Sunday. You got to see these comics. You got to see the process. Even if you don't want to send comics, if you don't like comics, at least just check out the process so you can see how it all works. And then we've got a CAS unboxing, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. That'll be coming out soon too. And there's items, I'm telling you, there's items you've never seen before. You've got to check out that video. It's going to be incredible. And make sure to check out all of my links. They're down below in the description. That's where you can find my eBay. So you can see all the items that I have up for sale. There's some incredible items out right now. Go check them out. We've got my TikTok. We've got my Instagram. We've got all that good stuff. It's down below. Check it out. And before you go, if you could do something, I'd really appreciate it. Let's hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And the bell notifications to be notified of all the videos that I've been talking about in this entire video. Make sure you hit it. It'll notify you, say, hey, Star Wars Daddy, he's got another video out. You got to go check it out. That way you won't miss any of my content. And I really appreciate all of the support. And until the next time, like my shirt says, who's your daddy? Again, make sure to look forward. What? Forward. Woo.